I am the founder and CEO of RAZ Mobile. We are a newly launched platform. You can go to razmobile.com and learn more. It allows anybody to create a mobile optimized presence, share it with their supporters through a variety of tools like Facebook and Twitter, text messaging, email, QR codes, and things like that. And then process donations directly into your merchant account from supporters that are motivated to make donations. So when we built RAZ Mobile, we believed one thing, and we wanted to deliver a platform that would do that. And at the intersection of mobile and social is supporter engagement, supporter education, and fundraising. No nonprofit, no organization that's engaged in fundraising should ever forget about fundraising. But like Gus said, it's not the only thing. And studies have shown, and you guys all know this, that an engaged supporter is an educated supporter. An educated supporter feels closer to the organization that they're working with, and so they'll be more likely to give. So we used to not say that there was the power to change the world, and I just gave up and said, well, if people are going to think I'm crazy, then they'll just think I'm full-on crazy. And we'll just come out and say that we want to change the world, and we do. Nonprofit space is the third largest space in the United States behind banking and the federal government. So it's a very, very big business. But when you think about it, it's kind of gone through a little bit of turmoil. Right now it's 2% of GDP, but as you see, from the lead up of 1995 to 2000, with the advent of the internet, things started to increase. It's kind of hung in there from 2000 to 2005, but it's started to drop off. And I think everybody kind of has a sense of why that is. Direct mail is a dominant channel right now. And the post office lost $25 million today. They will lose $25 million tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. They've run out of money. The Postmaster General is begging Congress to make changes. The changes that they're talking about aren't going to be good ones for nonprofits. They will likely get rid of the subsidy for nonprofit use of direct mail, or they will raise rates, or they will do both. So if you're using direct mail today, understand that through demographic reasons and through reasons out of our control, direct mail is in a little bit of trouble right now. The only channel that's growing right now is the PC channel. The PC channel has grown quite a bit. In 1996, the grand total of fundraising on the internet was $250,000. Now it's 15% of a $211 billion business. So where did everybody go? Well, they went to the internet. Well, what's happening with the internet? The two lines intersected sometime in 2014, and mobile internet usage, as you see, is going to surpass PC usage, and PC usage is starting to taper off. The mobile line also includes tablets as well. And there's a lot of studies out there that show that elderly people love their tablets and spend a great deal of time on their tablets, and they spend a great deal of time shopping on their tablets. So commerce and tablets are not foreign to anybody. And to say nothing of mobile phones, the explosive growth in transactions over mobile phones should be of no surprise to anybody. 16% of Cyber Monday or Black Friday or whichever it was. E-commerce was through mobile phones, and that blew everybody away. But with all of this going on, causes are kind of looking at it and go, well, where did everybody go? Obviously, you guys are all here learning about social media. They've gone to social media. Within social media, where have they gone? They all access social media through their mobile phones. The rate at adoption and first only and predominance of tuning into Facebook and doing Twitter through your mobile phones is skyrocketing, and you've got a generation of people that all they will know is their phone and their tablet, and they won't know a PC, and they certainly won't be familiar with their mailbox on the side of their house. So when you think about what the challenges there are, and the reason that people are kind of drifting away, studies have shown that people don't want to be treated like an ATM. If you're constantly asking the same people all the time for donations, they start to get tired, and they don't feel engaged where they live, and where they live is on their mobile phone. So this is a recent report that came out. Respondents supported their favorite charity using digital media, engagement activities, across a bunch of things. So what this says is they're drifting away. Well, where are they going? Well, they're going to digital devices. And the predominant digital device for anybody is a mobile phone. So, funny story, I got a piece of direct mail about 2 weeks ago, and it was from a charity in Kansas City. So I did what I always do, I put it in a stack of bills, and it waited until the end of the month. And I went through my bills last night, and I opened that one up. Well, it was a birthday wish from somebody at a nonprofit. So I thought, wow, this is really bad. I take all their mail and put it in this pile, and just thought that they were asking for money. And I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Blackbaud. They're coming out right now, this was just released in November, they're coming out right now and saying that mobile fundraising in the year 2013 is about to experience explosive growth. I don't know if many of you are familiar with the group Forrester. Forrester came out about 2 weeks ago and said the mobile phone will be more disruptive than the web. So if you feel like the web disrupted your life and changed your life and the things that you do, get ready for mobile. And again, there is a growing span of people that if you do not speak to them on their mobile phone, they don't exist. That's one of the things that's troubling the Republican Party right now, is they don't speak to young voters, they don't speak to Hispanics, and they don't speak to African Americans where they live, and that's on their mobile phone. For that group of people, that is their only internet connection. They live in a house with many people, they don't buy broadband, they have a mobile phone. That mobile phone is them. They carry it with them all the time. People freak out if they lose their phone. They freak out less if they lose their wallet. The wallet has identity in it. Your phone has your world in it. So, you know, when you think about where you need to go, and again, this is why we built RAZ Mobile, you need to go to mobile. The numbers are staggering as far as the device adoption. So, smartphone growth. Every day you get new figures out, and guess what? Smartphones are really, really popular. You know, we all have them. It's not going away. I ran into somebody the other day and said, "What about the smartphone of tomorrow?" And I go, I don't really want to know what that looks like, but I love mine, and my life goes through it. This is us, right? Everybody in this room probably feels this way. We spend a great deal of time in front of devices, but this one gets most of our time here. I built Sprint TV for Sprint when I was there, and we took eyeballs away from everything. We took eyeballs away from gaming, we took eyeballs away from music. We took up eyeballs, and when you think about it, there's only 24 hours in the day, and it has to be divided up amongst these things. You know, these things are kind of going away. Right? And these things are taking over our lives. This one a little bit less so, right? Television, you know, YouTube, the consumption of that stuff over here. Tablets are taking off, everybody knows that. So we talked about this, Ben mentioned it. Mobile optimized sites. How many here like the way that their site looks, their PC site looks on their mobile phone? Who wants to take their phone out and look for their donate button on their site or find news on their site? Does anybody want to do that? Of course not, because they're not optimized. And it's not because I'm standing up here and trying to say, well, you've adopted a bad practice, but the research says that they won't come back. So the next time that you engage with them, if it's something that they can't see and interact with, they won't come back. This is from a guy at the Salvation Army. If I'm on a mobile phone, it takes forever to load, or it's not easy to navigate or see, I'm just going to go away. So optimization is key. Mobile transactions. All of these guys that transact over the mobile internet are all revising their forecasts upward. And that should be a wake-up call for everybody. If you're a big box retailer, you need to understand the impacts. If you're raising money from your supporters, you see them at an event, what's the only thing that's in their hand? It's their phone. The expectation going forward is going to be that your donation experience is going to be secure, easy, and mobile optimized, that they will be able to take action when you ask them to through their mobile phone. Mobile delivers immediacy. So going back to the card that I got from the lady at the nonprofit, if they would have given me the mobile option on that card, I would have taken it right away, because I can't I don't know where my checkbook is, and I certainly don't know where the stamps are. I have to go look for the stamps. We've talked to people that work at nonprofits, and one lady said, when my daughter called from college, she has to write a check to pay a parking ticket. She doesn't know how to write a check, so I had to help her over the phone write a check. And then we've had people say, my son called, he wants to know which corner of the envelope the stamp goes on. So, whatever you may think about the intelligence of these people, do you really want them to do this when the urge hits, right? When the urge hits to give, you want to, please go find your checkbook. Well, my wife has it. Go find, go to the PC. Well, the kids are on the PC playing something. Or make them complete a form over and over and over again. Our platform doesn't make them do that over and over again. So, with the tragedy with Sandy, you say mobile giving to anybody, they think it's text to give, right? So your PC site on a mobile phone, that's not a strategy. A mobile fundraising app, please don't create a mobile fundraising app. Apple won't stop. You go to them, they'll say, no, I won't let you in the store. So this was just an attempt at humor, a car driving around the street taking donations. It's text to give, right? So everybody texts a short code to, or a keyword to a short code. So in the case of the Red Cross, it was text Sandy to 90999. That's a carrier billed solution. The carrier bills that, puts that on your credit card bill. They gather up all the money. And in the case of Sandy and big disasters like that, they wait an appropriate time to make sure that everybody pays the bill, because they're not going to front money that hasn't been paid to them. So when they get all the money bundled up, then they give it to the nonprofit. That period of time can take 60, 90 days before the money shows up. And the problem with this solution is it's teaching people to only care when there's massive loss of life and huge amounts of capital destruction. Okay, I'll give now. Well, what about all the times when the shelves are empty? So after Sandy goes by and the shelves are empty, everybody's standing around going, well, I gotta go stock the shelves, what do I do now? You don't want to teach the world to just wait from disaster to disaster to disaster before they go use a product. And I was in the pitch in Kansas City talking about this. I still don't understand. And I came from a carrier. Why is the carrier between me and a cause I love? Why does my money have to go through them? And in the case of people that just want to save the kittens or save the whales or fund somebody that's got cancer to get help with things that they need, the carrier will tell you, you're not big enough, or you're not a natural disaster, so I'm going to take a large portion of the money in processing fees, and I'm going to make you wait 120 days to get your money. And then, oh, by the way, I cannot tell you who these people are. So you don't even know who these people are. And yet, this is the predominant fundraising solution for mobile phones today. It's carrier control. Who here loves their carrier? Anyone? I don't think so. So, when I left Sprint, I took this top secret document with me. And it talks about, well, if we're going to go build a solution, what should it do? Well, it should have caps on the donation amount and frequency. The donations are limited to $10. If I want to give more money to a cause, I should be allowed to do that. You get no connection to the donor. These people are completely anonymous. You have no idea who they are. So going back to the whole notion of engaging them and educating them, you can't do it. I know one cause in Kansas City that took the phone numbers from the people that gave through their text to give solution and actually started calling them on their phone. That is not a good thing to do. Moving a conversation from text to phone, usually in a personal world, means I need to talk to you right now because I'm tired of the texting thing. So don't do that. You're going to wait that long. They wanted you to wait a long time for your money. They got to make sure everybody pays their bills. You have large upfront costs. This solution is $500 a month, whether you use it or not. And if you're using a shared short code and somebody opts out of that shared short code, they're out of you. So if you're using a code from Papa John's and they say, I want out of the Papa John's short code, and you're using the same one, you're going to, so that you now opted out. It takes the cost curve in the wrong direction. I mean, AT&T had to ask the Federal Election Commission for permission to lower their prices for text to give in this last election cycle. So you have the carrier out there saying, gee, can I lower my prices? It's crazy.
They control who uses it, so they're out there picking winners and losers. You have to be making more than $500,000 a year in revenue for a nonprofit to use text to give. Why is that? Most of the nonprofits in Kansas City make less than $25,000 a year. And you're just perpetuating this problem, right? Hey, just give me money, I don't care who you are, I want to educate you. So, here's a bunch of quotes. And as you can imagine, you know, these are all aimed at mobiles here to stay. The one that I like is the gal from UNICEF. Mobile's already here, it's not going away. Designed for mobile devices first. You know, what if your site views come from mobile? A lot of you don't know how many are trying to come in that way. If it's a large number, they're not going to be able to engage with you because they won't pay attention to iPhones going and things like that. So if you built a solution that lived at the intersection of mobile and social, what would it do and why would you use it? Well, as I said at the beginning when I introduced myself, you'd want to be able to create a content-rich experience that works on a mobile phone. You'd want to be able to share. So sharing, where's Gus? It's share, right? Collect, be able to process donations. Why would you do that? Well, you would attract new supporters. If they can see you on their mobile phone, then they're likely to engage with you, and you have an opportunity to gain a new supporter. You can retain existing ones like me. You know, the problem with direct mail is if I write you a check and I put it in an envelope, you think that's the way I want to talk to you, because I'll get more direct mail. And really, I'm just responding to my impulse to give. But if I could just give through my phone, you know, on our platform, you can have my donation in 20 seconds. You have a thank you email in your inbox within a minute. The whole transaction is done that fast versus write the check, find the envelope, and then amplify it. Put mobile into everything that you do today. It has to be there as an option for the donor of the future and the donor of today. So these are our sample websites. It's a fictional charity, but these are sample templates of what you can create on our platform. Right now we've got about 24 clients. We just launched, like I said, 2 months ago. We've got about 24 clients on our platform. What you see is a lot of social media in this one, a lot of different content that you can create and post on this one, a different version of that over here in kind of a tile format. It's more like a Windows phone. But what you see is a donate button right there. So the donor isn't going, where is it? Right? You see these people on their phones. They're always funny to watch them at the airport or something. They're on a PC set, aren't they? We also have a tablet view. So on our platform, we're optimized for all 3 screens. So if you click on a RAZ mobile URL for animal rescue on a tablet, this is what you would see. So you have the donate experience over here, and the content experience over here, and they move independently of each other. This is also kind of the same view for PC. So you go once, you deploy, it's all there, you manage your content in one place. So I've talked about the donation processing. This is the sample experience for making a donation. I picked my amount because I've stored my credentials with RAZ Mobile. I filled out the form the first time. The form for me as a donor is about 100 characters. That's less than a tweet. So my name, my email address, my address, all the stuff that you see over here. I pick my amount, I put my PIN in, I hit next, I confirm that that's me, I hit donate, and then it says thank you. And I can share that on Facebook, and I can share it on Twitter. And when you do that, what happens is your logo goes up. So in the case of Animal Rescue's logo goes up. I can say, I give to Animal Rescue, you should too, and then the RAZ Mobile URL, the site that I just gave to, goes up as well. So everybody that's following you on social media can now see who you just given money to. We don't disclose the amount, but it just brings up the Facebook app and you just put it in whatever you want. But this is, from beginning to end, it's 20 seconds. So in the time that I've been talking about this, I could have made a donation to a couple of charities through our platform. This is a couple of views of our content management system. It's very easy, very simple to use. It's a very sort of non-cluttered layout. I like to say that it's easier to use than Facebook. Facebook to me is maddening. So this is what we've created, a platform that lives at the confluence of mobile and social, and we're trying to deliver to you people, the ones that are on the front line, about their helping people in need, the ability to change the world. And this is something that drove me personally. With what I know about mobile and my passion for nonprofits, I said to myself, well, I can go build a platform and roll it out to help other people. So what am I doing for other people? And it's one of the things that motivates me, I think. The quote says it all. Any questions?
So, let's say my organization used RAZ logo, logo marker. How would somebody find that? How would I direct them? Is there a URL or what is it?
You have your own unique URL. There's also a section in your account called Promote. And so you can promote to your Facebook page, you can promote to your Twitter feed. You've got QR code that you can download and put on everything. So any piece of collateral that you're rolling out today. You've got text messaging capabilities, so you pick your own keyword when you set your account up. So what's your organization?
Rainbow House.
So you can say text rainbow to a dedicated phone number, and you would be opting people in to get SMS messages from you. SMS open rates are like 97% within 2 minutes of receipt. So there's a bunch of different channels that we give that integrate seamlessly into things that you're already doing today, whether it's print, digital, social, even live events. So the text message of texting rainbow, you say in front of all these people say, now if you really love what we do, text rainbow to the phone number and opt in to get SMS alerts from us, or scan the QR code that's at the table, or find a volunteer with a button, or maybe you're handing out some sort of collateral. There's QR codes on there. The QR code and the keyword and the phone number are as important as your domain name today or your phone number. And I don't really know why people put phone numbers on anything anymore. We don't like to call. We don't like to talk. Over the holidays, you people, this was Sergeant so-and-so of the Salvation Army. Really? You called me on my home phone to make a donation? No, so.
So I have another question. So on the donate part, you guys handle all of that? So basically all we give you information?
No, we connect your donate button with your merchant account. So when a donation is made, when a donation is made, 100% of that donation goes to you immediately when the credit card clears. And then what shows up on the donor's credit card bill is your name, not ours. And then the email receipt comes in from you with your branding on it and your message on it.
So can I ask how you are supported through this? So you don't get a percentage of our donations?
Our platform fee is $29 a month, and we're at 5.9% of donations processed. We got a new rate plan that's coming out for heavy-duty fundraisers. It'll be 3.9.
Any other questions?